City Talk News presents Leading Lady.
Part of what I do is to help to identify ineffective behaviors, that something that's not working, and then help them to create a path to get to where they're trying to get to with effective behaviors, so that by the end of our agreement they are successful in whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish. So in some cases, because I do the executive coaching, which is more at the executive level employees, they are struggling to they have communication issues to where they can't figure out why they can't get a collaborative team. Maybe it's teaching leadership skills or something of that nature, but by the time that we finish our relationship, they have learned enough tools that if they were to fall back into this place where they feel like they're not being successful, they have enough tools to then get them back on track and continue moving forward. Honestly, it was something I was already doing before I knew there was a title to it. And so then I shared with someone what I wanted to do because of that instant gratification that I received when I was having conversations with individuals. And I relocated to Georgia, and I got a call from a program that was being conducted at the University of Georgia for coaching. So I went into it and got my coaching certification. Public speaking was something I had already been doing as well. And sometimes I think with us as individuals, we have to listen to what other people are telling us as far as our strengths and what we're good at. And because of that, it led me into wanting to do public speaking on a professional level. So my company started with executive coaching, and then I brought into the public speaking and the training because I had already had experience in that. And it all just kind of comes together because it's all about developing that professional a little bit. I move in on faith, and so for me it was passion, it was faith, it was people that were coming into my life that told me I can do this. There's always obstacles, but the naysayers just to me don't exist. But as far as the obstacles, always obstacles. Time is one of the greater obstacles that I think that we all face in trying to create in business. When you are just doing what you do as far as providing these services, that is that passion, that's what you love, this is what I want to do all day. But when you build a business, there are so many other components of doing that. And so that creates obstacles in itself, but it also creates opportunity, because as you go through the process of building a business, you're also learning. You're empowering yourself with more knowledge. So it is not the easiest thing to do, but it is the most rewarding. One, because I'm learning through the process, I'm accomplishing my goals, I'm seeing my vision come into fruition, and I'm putting it to other people. And I remember having a conversation with one individual, and she left and she came back and she was like, I did what we talked about, what you told me, and it worked, and this is what happened. And then when they throw back at you years later, remember when you said this? That inspires me. And it's like, I can't turn back. I cannot not do what I do when you see the impact that it has on someone's life. A speaking engagement, when you can touch 150 to 200 people at one time and change half of their lives, if not all. In a sense, something that chose me, and I love it. And so to stay at that moment, I had to understand that if I stay here and I just kind of dwell in this moment, this negative moment, I'll never get to my vision. And how many people am I not touching by staying here in this negative place? So I don't allow myself to stay here. What I have had to do is basically coach myself. If I had a client that was dealing with what I'm dealing with, how would I get them to that next level? It is www.morepiper.com, Piper V More. So that's www.morepiper.com, Piper V More.